You're watching a segment of The Splash, Greater West Bloomfield's news magazine show. Welcome back to The Splash. I'm Jonathan Jackson, and my guest on the show this week is a face we all probably recognize. It's none other than our very own Township Supervisor, Steven Kaplan. Steve, thank you so much for joining me.
Thank you, Jonathan. Thank you for inviting me.
Not a problem. You are, of course, like I said, Township Supervisor. Your face we see quite often here, and you're very involved. I mean, you've been here so long. How long have you been in West Bloomfield, to be exact?
My wife and I moved here in 1995.
1995. Wow. Okay. So 22 years, and in that time, you have served on many ways in the community. You were a trustee for a while, correct?
Yes.
Yeah. And as a trustee, you were very involved with like our schools and our government, and now currently as a supervisor. What was it like being as a trustee serving for that time?
I served on the Southfield School Board for 8 years.
Okay.
And I've been a township trustee here for 12 years. And I enjoyed it very much because trustees, in a way, they're ambassadors for the public. Mm-hmm. People would call if garbage isn't being picked up or if a permit process is slow.
Yeah.
And as trustees, we're able to help the public navigate for them and try to cut the red tape.
Yeah, and as in that time, too, you've been very active with, like I said, the community, and people know you because you go almost everywhere. You and Debbie Binder, I mean, like I said, you guys are the dynamic duo almost of the township. And now as Township Supervisor, like your role has changed a lot, but you're still serving the community. What would you say, though, you enjoy most about being a supervisor right now?
As supervisor, my favorite aspect is improving the morale at the township. We have 79 employees at Town Hall and 289 total. But as supervisor, I let people know they're doing a good job. I know everybody's name. I can tell you about their families. And I think it's important to inform people that they are appreciated. Just today, I saw one of our employees, one of our administrative assistants, and I said, we really value you here. You can only pay people so much, obviously, as governmental employees, but to let people know that we care about them and that they're instrumental in the success of the township, I think is worthwhile.
Yes, of course. I mean, the people here are, in West Bloomfield are a very tight-knit community, but also they're a loving community, and it's good to, enforce that and to always, be open to others, and I think that you embody that very well. Like I said, you're at almost every event, at almost every school gathering or meeting, of course, and it's got to be almost it's got to be a little tough sometimes, though, huh? Just to be out all the time like that. Do you ever get tired or like, hey, I need a break from West Bloomfield? Or
It's important for public officials to be visible in the community because, for one, the public needs to know who the representatives are, but also at such a gathering, as you mentioned, it might be an opportunity to meet a resident who has a complaint or, from time to time, even a compliment.
Oh, okay.
But this way, we as elected officials can gain the pulse of the community. What are the issues which are concerning? How can we improve services at Township Hall? Because we view government, we view Town Hall as we're there, you are the customer. And you as the customer, you're always right. So it's not for us to tell you that your idea is unfounded or that you're being abrasive or we don't have time for you. You need to be treated as though you're the most important customer in the world.
That's right. That's exactly right. And that's the way, we should all be treated, I hope, in the future. So, exactly. Now, you are in government, like we mentioned, but, beforehand, you were very heavily involved in law. As a professor and Michigan State, correct? Michigan State University?
Yes, I teach in Michigan State's law school.
Yeah.
I've been a professor since 1997. I teach advocacy courses, trial advocacy and trial evidence, one night per week.
All right. What made the switch, though, from teacher to politician? Did you just want people to not like you as much, or what?
I think professors have more respect.
Exactly.
The recent poll shows that firefighters are first, nurses second, and politicians last in terms of respect.
But yeah, why politics, though? Why not just stay in law and continue on that path?
I've enjoyed politics. I first ran in 1987, long ago, before you were born.
Yeah.
I was elected to the Southfield School Board as a very young individual. But I enjoyed serving, and I did so for 8 years. And very similarly, parents, families had concerns about the district. We were able to facilitate their needs and help them. And then when we moved to West Bloomfield, I ran for township trustee in 2000 and had the honor of being elected. I view all of this as an honor. It's a privilege. And I'm very painstaking about not abusing it, not being arrogant, not thinking highly of myself. What I do, I'm just a facilitator for the public. It's a position of trust.
Yeah.
And every day I try to earn the trust the voters and the residents.
Exactly, exactly. Now, as a resident here too, you and your family have been here, we said, 22 years. What is it though about the West Bloomfield community that first enticed you, that made you want to come here? What can you tell us why?
A combination of the environmental features, the woodlands and wetlands, the excellent school district, West Bloomfield School District, Walled Lake School District, of course, but just a sense of community. Our subdivision, for example, we have an abundance of trees. We have a community pool. By living in Deerfield Village, Maple, and Middle Belt, we are automatically members of the swim club.
Oh, that's perfect. Yeah, especially in the summertime, right?
Right. My wife, Lisa Kaplan, who is very well known, she works at Maple Grove and Henry Ford Hospital, West Bloomfield, as a social worker. She graduated from West Bloomfield High School.
Wonderful. So there's that connection right there. So she must have automatically said, we want to go back, to West Bloomfield.
She wanted to live in West Bloomfield, and she loves the area just as I do.
Wonderful, wonderful. Well, Steve, we're so glad that you came by, and I know you're a busy man, but we always appreciate seeing you and having you on the show now. So
thank you. I had a nice time. Thank you, Jonathan.
Right. Once again, everybody, Supervisor Kaplan, and you'll see him almost everywhere, but like we said, he's a servant of the people. He loves our community, and we, of course, love having him here. So we hope to see you again real soon.
Thank you so much.
Thanks for watching a segment of The Splash. To catch the entire show or other segments, watch us on Comcast Channel 15 or AT&T Channel 99, or look us up online at thesplash.tv and listen to us on WBLD 89.3, the all-new Lakes FM.